All right. Welcome to a new episode of Real Estate vs. Technology. I'm your host, Norman Kinsey. Super excited for today's podcast guest, as today is going to be a YouTube influencer, someone who's maximizing his YouTube channel to be able to get exposure for his business. Is that you? Do you want to maximize a YouTube channel, get more business for your real estate business? Then you're in the right place. Be sure to like the episode, subscribe, hit the notification bell as we have new episodes come out every single Monday. And a big thanks to Liftoff Agent for sponsoring the show. We're going to go ahead and bring our co-host in, see how he's doing. How are you doing this morning, Dan? Welcome to the show.
A little bit better. We have our team back at Liftoff, and things are back to lifting off. So
I love it. And is the internet better today?
Yeah, they're done doing the utility work. So.
Okay. All right. On our last episode, the internet wasn't doing that well, so we lost Dan, but we're glad to have you back, and we'll see you here in a minute. Welcome to a new episode of Real Estate vs. Technology, your number one resource to get the inside scoop from top performing real estate professionals. How are they growing their business utilizing technology in today's market? Hear also from top performing coaches that can help and serve you in your real estate business, and also technology providers. Let's go deeper with these technology providers to ask them how they got where they're at today and how maybe their services could better serve your real estate business. A big shout out to Liftoff Agent for sponsoring our podcast. Go ahead and go to liftoffagent.com to learn about their marketing and positioning services to help scale your real estate business. If you haven't already done so, like the episode, subscribe. We want you to comment on YouTube what you learned from the episode and give us a review if you're going to be listening and streaming this podcast. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and enjoy this week's podcast of Real Estate vs. Technology. All right, welcome back, everyone. And we're going to Texas today, and we're going to go ahead and bring on Jason to the show. Welcome to the show, and I'm excited to hear about your journey. I was actually watching one of your videos. It was pretty clever. You're on a motorcycle showcasing the various areas that you serve there, which was pretty cool. And it looks like you're in a cool area that's up and coming, a new development. It looks like that's happening here, and you're showcasing a lot on your YouTube channel. So welcome.
Well, thank you. I firmly believe that there's never too much information. So I try to all the perspective for my clients so they can have the most information to make the best decision for them and their family.
I love that. Yeah, it's so true to be able to put out more than less. And I really believe that, leveraging these videos and what you've done in the past can help you for the future. And we're excited to get into your story. So starting off, so people can have some context, how long you've been in the business, what made you get in the business, leading up to now maximizing and starting a YouTube channel.
Well, I've been in real estate now for about 6.5 years. Prior military, so I did 22 years in the Air Force. Took 3 years off to get my daughter raised up till she was 3 years old while taking real estate classes at night. Then started doing real estate like about 6.5 years ago, and used that experience to thought, hey, I've PTS'd a lot, and I decided I needed to do something more. My first 2 years in real estate, like 4 deals. And then I used my experience from moving around a lot and decided I'm going to start doing some videos to help people relocate here. So it's been very successful.
Awesome. I love that. That's super cool. And thank you so much for your service. And I would love to get into a little bit more of how, that worked as far as starting to do videos and what did that do for your production? Because I'm sure there's someone out there who's viewing or listening that are thinking the same, like, hey, I want to get into YouTube, want to do something different. Shout out to Moving in Dallas, Texas. That's a client of ours, Levi Lassick, and then the core team, Hawaii core team. We're wearing some of their merch today on the show. So that's awesome. So yeah, tell us a little bit about your experience with kind of kicking off YouTube.
Well, first off, the area I serve is the Texas Hill Country, to include like the church below, New Braunfels, Texas, Bulverde, and all the way into Bernie. I really like the area. I'm really excited about that. And doing the YouTube videos, it's really helped me a lot because I put myself into my client's mindset of when they are moving they've never been to before. People are starving for information, so it has become the platform people go to if they don't know something, if they don't know how long to cook a bread or something, how to fix a washing machine. If they don't know something, everybody just goes to you. So when they don't know about a certain area and they start researching the New Braunfels area, I want my ugly mug to pop up everywhere. So that gives them a chance to get to know them and myself. And yeah, it's definitely been quite successful. So I encourage other people to.
I love that. That's awesome. No, that makes a lot of sense. And I think that, you know, when you find an area that you love and that's something that you want to showcase and you're passionate about it, it can make such a big difference. And so that's awesome that you're maximizing the platform. And we really believe that YouTube is what's next, you know, in the industry, and how individuals are going to be able to do so much more with that. So I love that. So tell us, what's a success story? So you did a video, you put something out there, didn't think anything of it. And what was something? Did you get a call? Did you get an email, transact? What was something that came up for you?
It wasn't success. So I tell people this isn't going to happen just after doing 5 or 6 videos. You have to be patient, instant with it. And then that algorithm starts kicking in, and then people start seeing it more and more. Really good success story is I had videoed a house. It was a $1 million house, gorgeous home, and I had someone reach out to me and came to town. I'm taking them out to lunch, and I start going into my spiel about who I am, why they should use me as her. And the wife stopped me, and she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! We've been watching you months. You're a realtor." And I was like, "Wow, this is great. I don't have to spend time and energy trying to showcase myself. Everybody's been watching me. It's me. It's an efficient way for people to get to know, like, and trust you prior to them calling you. And then it's just me kind of focusing on getting to know them and their needs."
Wow.
The client acquisition process, I think, is you provide more credibility up front and people get to know you, and then your client acquisition cost goes way down. Your need to have to pitch people goes down. You're just, you can be yourself, right? You're not a machine going into a script, going into this is what I do. And this is like, people are like, you're already hired. Let's talk about what we want to do.
Exactly. It's an efficiency saver. So from someone else, like, well, what about this? What about this neighborhood? Bam, 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 bam. Here's a link to video tours I've done. And I'm about to teach a class to my about learning how to build your value. And you build your value by getting out in these communities, talking to the sales reps, know what's going on, know what's up and coming. And well, hey, while you're out there, might as well shoot a video of the information they just give you while it's fresh in your head. And yeah, it's such, I joke around called be the lazy realtor. But it's also be the efficient realtor, because one of my peeves are when people are working with out-of-state clients, they go around doing like the little FaceTime video of the house. Oh, look at this in the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I have a thick skull. I need to watch something over again. So if you take time, do not some little teaser, but if you do a legit tour of the home, and then people can share that link with their friends and family so they can make that decision and watch something over and over again. So yeah, please, realtor, don't just FaceTime your clients and just do that little shaky hand thing while you're in. Slow down, do a little video.
I love that. I love that. So can you earn business from YouTube? It sounds like yes, you can.
Yes.
Not after one video, after several, but you can earn business. I love that. I love that. That's awesome.
Well, let me dig in here for a minute. What are you doing now to kind of break down your content calendar and decide what videos to be shooting moving forward?
Well, most of my videos, 90% of them have been driven to where they call me up and out a certain builder, certain communities. Hey, we're looking for a lot in this community. But now that, well, with interest rates have gone up, I'm sure you guys are experiencing it too. There's less buyers out there. There's still people out there looking, but they're looking for next year or waiting to see what be happening with the market. So what that's doing is freeing up more time for me to get out there and start shooting more videos of some more up and coming communities, like the motorcycle tour that I just recently of a new community. Not the model home finished yet, but I'm trying to showcase what's going on. And in this part of Texas, the last 2 years, it's been a frenzy here. So there's not a lot available. So I'm really just focused on communities that have stuff to get under contract right now. So,
Love that.
just to do more and more of those content videos. And of course, I love doing those big fancy model homes. Those people like to watch those.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think as you develop this more advanced, strategy as the market shifts, I think one of the other questions I have is like, how are you pushing the envelope to more call to action, to more appointment setting, more conversion?
Good question.
Just kind of showcasing my value, why they should use some of the videos I do. They don't get a ton of views, but I don't care about views. I do. It's like new construction follow-up tours. Those my clients, because they get to see their house like at sheetrock stage or at framing stage, and they're showing it off to their friends and family. And what that does is really serious. They're like, man, my realtor to be able to do that as my house is being built. So it's self market. It's making my clients happy, and as they're sharing those videos with their friends and family, now it's coming back to me too. It's a crazy web of expansion that doesn't take a whole lot of. So that's what I'm like constantly doing other videos. Not stressing about how many clicks they get, of just building my brand. This is what I do to decides to reach out and contact me.
Yeah, I love it, man.
I love that.
Yeah. Back to Norm, kind of wrap this up. This has been good.
Yeah, no, I love that. And on our traditional episodes, we have like the mix up round. So as we do this is our brand new series, right? So we're having some fun playing with the approach. And if anyone out there who's viewing and watching and sees or finds value, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all those things you have to do also on YouTube, right? Like, when you go through your video process, are you asking them to subscribe and to like the video and go through that process as well?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that. I know I probably should do it a little bit further, sooner in my video, but I always do that in my wrap up. And like when it was super, my phone was ringing too much, so I had to integrate like Calendly, which you guys use as well.
Yeah.
And that has been, now I just say, hey, at the end of my videos, click the link to my calendar in the subscription box so you can schedule a Zoom meeting or a phone call with me. That's one way to get to know someone, no matter where in the world they are. And of course, you can add those quick questions there. Are you already working with a realtor? What area are you looking for? How big of a house? What's your budget? So just get those questions out of the way, so I already can start formulating what I'm looking for, what they're looking for, but yeah, it's such a nice way to do things.
I love that. For anyone viewing and listening, so true. Use Calendly. Calendly gives you the option to put questions in there, or you can use Calendly and like say type forms, which is great as well. And why not put videos out there? People are watching your videos, and then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have a full schedule today. I mean, I can imagine that happened to you, Jason.
Oh yeah, it slowed down now. There's another lesson I've learned. If you're out doing your videos and stuff, never mention that, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. I've ran into several people out there who say, oh my gosh, we've been watching your videos. We love you. Why didn't you call me? And they're like, well, we thought you were too busy. And I'm like, oh man, oh please. If anything, I've got a couple of realtors that are phenomenal I can refer up to. So I feel bad about that, and that's a lesson learned. We're always learning. But to those realtors, never mention, even if you're working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Yes.
Put that on video. Hey,
yes.
I'm swamped.
Yeah, we had Justin Mercer, Mr. Cole Tattoo in the Maricopa, Arizona area. I was gonna say California, where I was from, and he had the same thing. He was just like, he had several people say like, you seem like you're too busy. So maybe in the video, for anyone who's viewing and watching, put it out there. I'm never too busy for you. And if it's not me, my team can assist, and so on and so forth. So that's a really good point for our viewers and listeners. And as we wrap things up, we'd love to hear from you, Jason. What would you like our viewers and listeners to take from you and today's episode that, they're starting a YouTube channel, they're thinking about starting a YouTube channel? What are some pieces of advice that you would give them as they get started?
Bear with me. This might be a little long. Mentoring, I love helping people out. So I've got quite a bit of advice. First off, when I'm talking to folks like, oh my gosh, I can never do what you do. I don't like the way my hair looks. I'm too old. I'm too young. My response to them is, nobody cares. Stop thinking that you matter. All people care is the information that you have inside your head. Realize like, okay, this person's, I feel like they're honest. And this person's knowledgeable. People get so wrapped up in themselves of, oh, I can't be on camera. I can't do this. What are people going to think? No one cares about you. Just let stress and anxiety go. But you have information that people are looking for. Another point is, I'm not a technology guy. I use my little GoPro here, my iPad, and I don't get into the fancy editing. And I've had some comments like, "Oh my gosh, your videos are just bam, here's information, and not a bunch of glitz and glamour, and not overproduced." And I've had other realtors reach out to me, started doing videos, but I was spending 3 or 4 hours editing it, and then I got it. I'm like, stop doing that. People don't care. Get the information out there and move on. I use just iMovies. My stuff isn't fancy, but it's great information. I'm not trying to make it perfect, because that whole saying, perfection is the path to failure. Don't try to be perfect. Get it done and move on.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And if anyone wants to check out Jason's channel, there's links down below. See what he's up to, watch some of his content, subscribe to his channel, and definitely we're looking here to serve this industry. So we really appreciate your time coming on today to be able to give some words of wisdom. And it's nice because we do have guests that have the glitz and glam, and then we have guests that are just keeping it super simple. I know Dan, our co-host, keeps it simple as well. He doesn't do a lot of glitz and he's like point, shoot, done, and he's getting calls, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
How much value are you getting for your time spent to make that video perfect? Yeah. When people just want to know, hey, what's the tax rates in the area? What's the school districts look like? How close is it to the grocery store? And what type of entertainment factors are in the area? That's what they care about. They don't care about fancy or graphics are.
That's it. I love that. So viewers and listeners, comment below. Keep it simple. Would you agree? And where are you at? We want to hear from you, and we would love to get your feedback as we continuously add additional value to this industry. So, Jason, thanks so much for being on the show. We really do appreciate your time today.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you guys for reaching out to me, and I'll be happy to help. And anybody who wants to get into doing this, hey, feel free to call. I love answering questions and mentoring folks.
I love that. I love that. And for our viewers and listeners, I think we should have Jason back on in 12 months. And what would be a goal for you, Jason, for the next 12 months for your YouTube channel? Families you want to serve, subscribers, videos you want to put out? Is there any goals that you have?
Well, I have goals. I know this year's going to be a little bit of a slower year, but I definitely build my subscribers up, pipeline full. I don't know. I haven't set too many goals on how many subscribers I want to hit. That's not something I focus on.
Okay.
I focus on just cranking out videos that people from a buying standpoint might want to know about the area that I specialize in. And I only promote builders I believe in, like, and trust.
Yeah.
And the areas, definitely believe in that. And one of those things. Well, one last bit of advice before I go. if you're doing these videos, please don't listen to that marketing who tells you to do these little 20-second teaser videos. Hey, I'm a kid, come buy a house from me. No one cares. If someone's serious about looking at a house, they will watch a 10 to 15-minute tour of a house instead of just making the realtor.
Yeah, I so agree. I love that. That's awesome. Well, we'll have to have you back on in 12 months to be able to get a recap, see how the year went since we are at the beginning. Dan, thanks so much for co-hosting as always.
Yeah, thank you. Great to meet you, Jason. Thank you for
Hey,
this.
my pleasure. Yeah, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, you guys keep doing what you're doing. The more information out there, the more people you help, the more good comes back to you. I firmly believe.
Amen. I love that. And thanks to all of our viewers and listeners, as it is our intention for you to take things from the episode, have more massive success in your real estate business. Go ahead, like, subscribe to the notification bell to be notified for new episodes. Go ahead and check out Jason, and we will see you on the next one.
Take care, guys.